Yeah, obviously great to be back. More importantly, great to be back winning. After a few bad results, we've managed to pick up two great results in the last two games. Hopefully, we can carry that momentum forward into the next two before the break. That'd be obviously great for us. Even though the performances were there before, we never got the results we probably deserved in a couple of the games. So to get both in recent weeks has been great.
Yeah, are you happy with your own performance as well?
Yeah, obviously I'm happy with my own performance, but really the most important thing is the team's winning. Obviously you feel better when you play well and the team wins. It's doesn't really count for as much if you're not getting the results, and to see us shoot up the table as much as we have with getting the results and putting in the good performances. So obviously the perfect mix for me personally and for the team.
Yeah, have you get your first goal as well with the club?
Yeah, obviously delighted. Yeah, obviously great feeling, especially in such a big game where obviously I felt it meant something. Against obviously the champions as well, made it probably an extra bit special, and on top of that it was a result we needed after the poor two results before that, or a couple of results before that. So all in all, it was great.
Yeah, how much confidence did the Pats win give us going into Friday?
A massive confidence, I think. I mean, we've always said when we perform to our capabilities, we can compete and we can beat any team in the league. It's one thing saying that, and obviously another thing backing it up. And obviously when we felt in spells we had got the better of Dundalk, who were top of the league, and then a game with Cork, obviously we lost two poor goals from our point of view. It was about really letting our football do the talking, and convincing ourselves. It's alright the manager telling us, and us sort of thinking ourselves that we can get to that level, but to do it, especially in the manner we did with a clean sheet, and to win by 2-0 against effectively the best team in the league and the reigning champions, obviously gave us as much confidence as we could have gained from any win against any team in this league.
Yeah, just going into Friday, what did you make of the performance?
Friday obviously it was a great away performance. 4 goals. Obviously we were disappointed with the one we did concede, but I mean, scoring goals is the main thing. Maybe in the first first part of the season, maybe that's what we lacked. The defence has always been there. We've obviously not conceded that many goals, but to get 4 goals away from home and a win is obviously a great result against any team. I know Drogheda had been struggling, but sometimes that makes it a bit harder, because you need to get that early goal, or it can become a difficult night. And we were well warned before the game that they had came off the back of a few bad results, and playing at home that they would be up for it. And especially after the games we've had against them previously, they've proved difficult, especially at their place. So to win as convincingly as we did, especially when we could have had a few more goals than the 4, obviously it was great for us, and again gives us that momentum going into the next game, and that's what's important, getting the results back to back, which obviously helps build the confidence one game after the other, and obviously we're on a high going into Saturday now.
Yeah, for yourself, having scored twice in a week, do you feel you can go on there and keep that going?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, obviously I feel confident. I feel as if obviously I'm hitting some form, as well as the team, and if the team's playing well, I have more chances setting up goals, creating chances and scoring goals. So me as an attacking player, that's what I'm going to try to do, and obviously my teammates have helped me to do that.
Yeah, just how important is the cup for us to keep our season kind of going?
Definitely. Obviously we still want to finish as high as we can in the league. Obviously that's our bread and butter, but I think there is a big emphasis on the cup here, obviously, with the final being at the Aviva, and things like that. It's a great incentive to go as far as we can. Obviously we're disappointed extremely to lose last season away to Dundalk. when we scored 3 away goals and still lost the game. So we want to go a stage further and hopefully even further than that. And like I said, if we play to our potential, we know we can be a match to whoever we play.
Yeah, you obviously played a part in Hibs the time they got to the cup final. How big is it for a team and a club to go all the way?
As obviously we never went all the way because we got absolutely hammered in the final. So obviously that was disappointing. Obviously, I'm sure a lot of the fans, especially in a derby game, would rather have went out early than go all the way and get so far and lose to your biggest rivals. But you know, obviously for us, it would be a great achievement to make the final and to make the semi-final and get as far as we can. But at the same time, you know, the most important thing is trying to win it. Obviously, there's nothing for second place in this game. You know, you need to have ambitions to win, and we'll start our journey hopefully with a win on Saturday and put us into the next round.
Yeah, just before the break, we have UCD as well, so it's a good opportunity for 2 wins.
It is. I mean, obviously you can't take any team for granted, but we have had a really tough run of fixtures. When you look at our games, when we had Dundalk, Cork and St Pat's back to back, you're probably looking at the top 3 teams in the league as it stands just now. So it can't get really any tougher than that. And especially the fact that I didn't realise that St Pat's hadn't played midweek. That week, obviously, we had came off the back of 2 games in 4 days, and then obviously coming off 2 bad results made it an even bigger lift for us. Obviously to turn things around, which we have done in the last few weeks. So looking forward, we've hit a bit of form, and we shouldn't be obviously afraid to play against any team. And obviously, if it's a team below us, those are the games we really need to look to win and to pick up the 3 points to get ourselves as high as possible.
Yeah, the games against the so-called smaller teams more important?
I think so, yeah, because I mean, when you look over the season and look back over the season, winning against the top teams is great, but before the season, that's not really the points you would expect if that's the way you were to look at it. If you're going to look at it as the so-called smaller teams and the so-called bigger teams, you know, teams at the top of the league, I'm sure have got massive budgets and are up there because of the squads and the players they have. So we really need to pick up the points against especially the teams below us in the league. I think that's obviously our most important games, because those are the teams that are around us, and one, we want to pull further away from them, but more importantly we want to get closer to the teams at the top.
Good. I think it's even more bad, but how much has been lifted over the last week?
Like you say, obviously the mood has always been good, but getting good results, and especially back to back, obviously lifts the mood even higher. As much as the mood has always been good, nobody likes to lose, so obviously to get the wins has made the mood even better than it was. But on saying that, you're quite right, we were never down in the dumps, and the morale was never low, because that comes from the manager and the staff giving us the belief and keeping our spirits high even when things aren't going as well as they should. You know, they've drilled it into us that at times the performances have been there, and we just need to believe in ourselves, and we'll get the results we deserve. And seeing that come to fruition in the last few weeks has obviously gave us that belief within ourselves, and we want to kick on now. Obviously everybody's buzzing from the last 2 weeks. You know, you can see the training, everybody's happy, everybody's maybe raised it up a notch, and that's great for us going into the weekend. And we know that we need to keep it going. And like you say, with 2 games before the break now, it's important to get a victory to put us through to the next round of the cup, and another 3 points in the league will set us up nicely for the second half of the season.
Yeah, just how much are you enjoying working on those, Stuart?
Oh, I absolutely love it. Obviously, it's no secret that obviously Stuart was the reason that I came here, and I've enjoyed every minute of it. Everything he told me and everything that convinced me to come here has turned out exactly as he said it. and obviously that obviously means a lot to me. And like I said, I've enjoyed every minute, and especially the way things are going just now. I hope that continues.